So here we are at Ware Bottom Church battlefield, just up the road from the house. I've been in here once, so I thought I'd do a little video of it this morning. Got a lot of stuff going on at the home this weekend, chore-wise, so I still want to get a little hike in, do a little bit here at the neighborhood. This is some of the old battle lines years ago from the Civil War. There's going to be a whole bunch of earthworks up in here. I'll show you here in a minute. So come along, let's check it out. It's nice to have some of this stuff in the backyard. And here's some of the old Bermuda 100 campaign they talk about here. So we'll continue on down the trail here. Little markers, like it need to be cleaned off a little bit, but talking about the campaign back in here and all. As I say, this was some of the final lines that were drawn. As you can see, the little earthworks in here. A lot of history in this area that I'm live in. A whole lot in the Richmond, Petersburg area, actually. So, all kinds of earthworks in here. You can see some over there, right there. There you go. These fragile earthworks are visible reminders of the heavy fighting that took place here. They're talking about not getting on them and walking on them. I'm going to heed their advice. I've trudged on them years ago, though. Through the woods here a little ways, there's an old dirt track right through there. I used to ride my motorcycle in years ago. I'm kind of grown up in this area. As you can see, some of the earthworks there. As they say, they're kind of deteriorating in areas, so the less you stay on them, the more they'll kind of stay around. So this is old Howlett Line. As you can see, there weren't a whole lot of trees back in the day because they were using them for building things and all. But anyway, we're going to walk the little loop up in here this morning. I'll show you a little bit more here in a minute. A little bridge they built over some of the earthworks here. As I say, I got a whole lot of stuff in my area pertaining to the Civil War. So as you can see, the trenches that go down through here, and old earthworks, they're all over the place in this area where I live. This is old Howlett's Line. This was where the Confederates were. Old Confederate line. Anyway, what they got going on there? They're just showing some of the way they used to get behind some old sticks and all. And yeah, there's some more of it. Walking along some of the old earthworks, as I say, there's two ditches and a hump there, a ditch on the other side. They did a whole lot of digging back in the day. With some hard work and some hard fighting. Just kind of makes you sit back and think sometimes of how things were really tough back in the day. A lot of people make a lot out of the Civil War and make it a racial thing and all that, but I mean, it was just a war, folks. I mean, a Civil War. If we keep fighting amongst each other like we're doing anymore, there might be another one. I mean, you know, it seems to, we should learn lessons from history. There's a little bit more of the trail along this old earthworks in here. Like I said, a whole lot of heavy fighting went on in here years ago. It was a lot of it. It was just people fighting for their land. They didn't want, you know. So anyway, there's a little more of it. And here we go again. Another bridge farther down. Actually, there's two of them. Like I said, there's two trenches that they built. So, like I said, old Confederate line. I thought I'd check it out. Went to Lowe's here this morning, so this is between there and the house. So I've been in here before, but I thought I'd stop in and show everybody. It'll take but a few minutes for me to walk through here. So, a lot of earthworks in here, as I said, all over this area of around where I live here in Central Virginia. I live in E9, just outside of Chester. It's just really kind of see these two little places dug out right here on the back side of the trench. Make you think there was a cannon or something in this area here. It just kind of makes you sit back and think about all the fighting and bloodshed that happened back in them times. A whole lot tougher back in them days too. Little spot here talks about the Bermuda campaign again. All these earthworks around you. This might have been a spot for a cannon in this little spot here too, but as you can see here from the sign, these old pictures, makeshift shelters, little tarps up and all. There you can see the Howlett Line right there. This area where I live at, a lot of history. Some more of these earthworks. A whole lot of digging, as I've said a couple times already. Some of it's very, very impressive. Think of all the man hours, blood and sweat and tears that came along with all this stuff back in the Civil War.